Well, it's challenging to find the silver lining during these difficult times. That one former beauty queen reminds us to be COVID-19 warriors, not worriers. Well, Miss Universe 2018, Catriona Gray, is doing her part by helping out even while she is staying at home. For more, we're joined now by Catriona. Thank you so much for joining us on CNN Philippines. You know what? This is a great campaign. We have to be COVID-19 warriors, not worriers. And Catriona, it may be a stressful time, but we have to fight this anxiety, the negativity, and look at the positives that we are blessed with life, and we will beat this virus.
Yes, you're exactly right, Sir Rico. It can be very overwhelming for many of us. We are not all in the same boat, unfortunately, Sir Rico, but we are all facing the same storm. So there is a unity and hope that I hope that we could all come together. And it's really inspiring to see individuals in our community, to see leaders stepping up to the plate, and also just the sense of community that's really arising from the pandemic that we're facing.
And Catriona, you are very close to one particular community, which is Happyland Tondo. What did you feel when you heard about the news?
I was really saddened, considering what the state of the nation is going through at the moment, where everyone is implored and advised to stay in their homes. Unfortunately, as many as 500 people were recently displaced from their homes due to a fire that occurred this Tuesday, just a few days ago in Happyland Tondo, which is an area that I work closely with an NGO called Young Focus. So it saddened me to think that against the crisis that we are worrying about, that gives us panic, or that there's a bigger burden placed on these family shoulders. But it really implored me to see what I could do even from home. And it's a bit of a different circumstance because it somehow feels a little bit of a new situation and not being able to go out there personally and to be hands-on, but in using some connections and tapping in with some friends, we've been able to garner goods to be able to give to these families. We're giving soap, thanks to Vicky Bello. We're giving second-hand clothing and blankets from my Cornerstone family and friends, metal utensils, slippers, medicines, face masks. I'm donating with the help of Pooh. And also, Kim Chu actually gave 70 bags of noodles where one bag can feed one family. And of course, Young Focus, the organization, one of the NGOs located in the area, are giving rice to the families that are currently being sheltered in basketball courts and schools.
We are indeed one family helping and sharing, and it is really very sad that the residents there are now homeless during this COVID-19 pandemic. And Catriona, you're also using your social media platforms for people to get information on the COVID-19 health crisis.
Yes, during this time, because I do love interacting with people in my position, so I've really turned to my platform, social media, to be a platform of information, of positivity, in any which way that I can. So I've had an ongoing partnership with the Department of Health to give information to the public regarding keeping safe during these times, whether it be washing our hands, keeping social distance, staying home when we can, and also ways that we can help our community, even if it's not in monetary value, but also in other means.
And of course, Catriona, this seems like the new normal, strict enforcement of hygiene standards and social distancing protocols. What are your thoughts about this new normal? I mean, life will never be the same again until a vaccine is developed to fight this virus.
Yes, that is true. But I am hopeful that it has made us realize the importance of being a human being, and that in being connected, in being community driven, and that, like I said before, we're all facing the same storm. And so I really hope that this will be an opportunity disguised in this pandemic to really come into a position of service where we can, because I feel like that's the beauty of being a human being, is being of service to your fellow human beings. And I say that not just as a beauty queen, although it might sound for some a little bit beauty queenish, but this is how I really feel as an individual. And this is what I use my platforms for, to inspire people. You do not need a title. You do not need a crown, but you can be of service to your fellow human being.
And you radiate a lot of positivity, Catriona. What is your brief message to our fellow Filipinos who are feeling stressed amid this lockdown and the unknowns during this health crisis?
Yes, to our fellow Filipinos, please magdasal lang tayo. Just be prayerful, and really lift our burdens up to the Lord, and really get in touch with your community, even your neighbors. Check in with your friends, with your family. I feel like that's the biggest burden for each of us now, that we feel so disconnected. But in new ways, we're adapting in how to connect. And I really implore us all to do that and to really find what we can give. It doesn't have to be in a monetary value. It can be in an act of kindness or an act of service.
Miss Universe 2018, Catriona Gray, thank you so much for your positivity, your hope, your strength, and your kindness. Thanks for joining us on The Final Word this April 22nd, Wednesday.